Good morning, children. Hope you all are fine. So today we are going to start with introduction of Java. So the first topic is values and data types. So let's start with this. So the very first topic is Java's character set. Before understanding Java's character set, it should be clear to you what is character set. A character set is a set of valid characters that a language can recognize. That means every language has its own character set. If we are talking about English language has its character set in which 26 alphabets are included. That means English language includes 26 alphabets only in its character sets. Similarly, when we are talking about Java as a language, that means Java should also have particular character set which Java could recognize. So Java uses the Unicode character set. That means the character set of Java is Unicode, which is a 2-byte character code, and this 2-byte character code set has characters representing almost all characters which are used in human alphabets and for writing English, Arabic, Chinese and many more languages. So next is tokens. The smallest individual unit in a program is known as token. That means in a program each and everything, that means each part of a program which is necessary to write a complete program so that we can simply compile it properly without any errors. That means everything which contribute in writing a program is known as tokens. So we can simply say the smallest individual unit in a program is token. Then when we talk about different types of tokens used in program, they are: first one is punctuators, second one is operators, third is literals, fourth is identifiers, and fifth one is keywords. So these are 5 important tokens which are used to write any Java program. We are going to discuss each of this token and their usage in the program one by one. So let's start with the first type of token, that is keywords. Keywords are the words that convey a special meaning to the language compiler. That means these are also known as reserved words. They are reserved for a special purpose and they cannot be used as normal identifier names. जिस पर्टिकुलर पर्पस के लिए इसको लिखा गया है उसी पर्पस के लिए इनको यूज करना है. दे आर केप्ट इन द लाइब्रेरी ऑफ जावा and they can be used only for that purpose for which they are defined in the library of Java. There are almost 50 keywords in Java. Just see the examples like a word continue, a word for, switch, new, boolean, if, break, int, final, else, while. All these are such some examples of keywords. All the keywords are given in your book. You may just have a look at all the keywords, and these keywords are the words which are kept in the library of Java for particular purpose, and they can be used in the program but only for the purpose for which they are defined. User can't use these words for his own purpose. Okay. So the next token is identifier. Identifiers are the names given to identify different building blocks of a program. Now, what is the meaning of this different building blocks of a program? First of all, identifiers are that part of your program where you can choose the name of your own choice, where you can write the name ऑफ योर ओन चॉइस. जब आप एक प्रोग्राम लिखते हैं तो प्रोग्राम के वो सारे पार्ट्स जहां हम अपनी मर्जी से नेम्स लिख सकते हैं, वर्ड्स चूज करके लिख सकते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज आइडेंटिफायर. एंड These identifiers, they are actually the basic blocks of your program without which your program will never work. जस्ट फॉर एग्जाम्पल वेरिएबल नेम, वेरिएबल का नाम हम अपनी मर्जी से चूज कर सकते हैं, सो दैट इज एन आइडेंटिफायर. क्लास नेम यू कैन चूज ऑफ योर ओन चॉइस, दैट इज अगेन एन आइडेंटिफायर. मेथड नेम you can write of your own choice, so method name is also an identifier. But before writing these words, you do have to follow certain rules. After following that rules only you can choose a word of your choice. And the first rule is identifiers can have alphabets, digits, underscore and dollar sign. आइडेंटिफायर चूज करते वक्त या आइडेंटिफायर्स के नेम्स चूज करते वक्त यू मे यूज alphabets, you may use digits, you may use a sign, underscore और dollar. Except these two characters, underscore और dollar sign के अलावा आप कोई और कैरेक्टर नहीं यूज कर सकते हैं, not even space. Like if I am writing the name of the method as सिंपल स्पेस इंटरेस्ट, अगर मैंने लिखा सिंपल और स्पेस बार प्रेस करके इंटरेस्ट लिखा, सिंपल इंटरेस्ट, आई वांट टू गिव द नेम ऑफ द मेथड, सो कंपाइलर इज गोइंग टू गिव मी अ एरर because in the rules of identifiers it is not specified that I am allowed to use a space. Only you can use underscore and dollar sign, or you can use alphabets, any combination of alphabets and digits. Next rule is they must not be a keyword or boolean literal or null literal. Right now I told you that keywords are the reserved words and they are used for the purpose they are designed for. That means identifiers के name choose करते वक्त आप keywords की list में से कोई भी name नहीं ले सकते हैं. That's why when I was explaining you keywords, I just told you to go through the all the keywords which are given in your book, so that by mistake also you never use a word or choose a word which is there in the list of keywords for naming your identifiers. Next is it should not be a boolean literal. Boolean literal means either a word true or a word false or a null literal. Next rule is they must not begin with a digit. In the first rule I told you identifiers can have alphabets, digits, underscore and dollar sign, but it should not start with a digit. आइडेंटिफायर के नेम में आप डिजिट्स यूज कर सकते हो, पर आइडेंटिफायर का नेम डिजिट से स्टार्ट नहीं होना चाहिए. Just for example, if I want to give the name of my program, I want to select some class name for my program, I can write the name as P1, where P is an alphabet and 1 is a digit. So it will work properly, but if I'll write 1P, then it is going to give a error because a rule is clearly given that the name of the identifier should not begin with a digit. Next rule is they can be of any length. That means identifiers किसी भी length के हो सकते हैं. There is no such boundation on the length of identifiers that you have to at least use 8 characters or it should include some special symbol. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. That means your identifier name can be of a single character or it may include as many characters as you want. Next rule is Java is case sensitive. That is uppercase letters and lowercase letters are treated differently. That means, for example, if you have written a program and you have written the name of the method as display in uppercase letters, आपने program में function का नाम method का नाम लिखा display uppercase letters में, capital letters में, and later on when you are calling that method you are writing the same word display, you are calling the same method display but you are writing it in lowercase letters. जैसे ही आप उसको कॉल करोगे and you will compile it, compiler will give you an error that this method is not recognized या not found. क्यों? क्योंकि कंपाइलर, जावा का कंपाइलर अपर केस लेटर्स को डिफरेंटली ट्रीट करता है और लोअर केस लेटर्स को डिफरेंटली ट्रीट करता है. सो यू हैव टू टेक केयर of these uppercase letters and lowercase letters very well. Hope these rules might be clear to you. Go through these rules twice or thrice so that whenever you start writing your programs, you don't skip out any of the rule while selecting the name for your while selecting the word for the identifier. Now let's just see some of the examples of valid identifiers. First one is date 9 underscore 7 underscore 77. First of all, this identifier is including alphabets and digits in it. Okay, it's allowed. It should not start with the digit. Okay, it is not starting with the digit. And the special symbol which it is using is underscore. So underscore can be used in the names of the identifiers. That means this is a valid identifier. Just see another example, Z2 to Z9. It has alphabets and digits in it. This is allowed, but it should not start with a digit, so it is not starting with a digit. So this is again a valid identifier. Let's have a look at some of the invalid identifiers. First one is break. Now we can see only the alphabets in it. Alphabets are allowed in naming the identifiers, but this word break is in the list of keywords. We can't use any of the keyword as the name of the identifier, so this is a invalid identifier. Then next is data dash rec. This symbol dash is not allowed. Only two special symbols are allowed, that is underscore and dollar sign. This is not allowed, so we may call it as invalid identifier. Next one is my dot file. Dot is not allowed as this is a special symbol which is not allowed in the naming the identifier. So again this is invalid identifier. So let's understand keywords and identifiers in a simple Java program. Here I have written a very simple Java program to display a statement. This is my first Java program as the output. So every Java program starts with the word class. As this word class is fixed, reserved for every class, we may call it as the keyword. Then after word class, a word print is written over there. Whatever you want you can write here. It is not necessary you have to write print here. You may write the word of your own choice. So whatever word you are choosing here will be the name of your class, as we are writing it just after the word class. Class word के बाद आप जो भी यहाँ पर लिखेंगे that will be your class name. As I have written print, so this is the name of my class, and as we do have a right to choose the name of our own choice here. यहाँ पर हम अपनी मर्जी से नाम choose कर सकते हैं. So this falls in the category of identifier. Okay, coming to next word here is public. Again this word is also fixed. Before writing any method you have to use this word public to give it a public access. So this is again a keyword. Next word void is also fixed, so this is also a keyword. Then after writing these two words public void, there is a word display. Here again you can choose the name of your own choice. यहाँ हम अपनी मर्जी से नाम choose कर सकते हैं. And this is actually the name of the method, because this is the declaration of your method. यहाँ से हम method start कर रहे हैं. तो this display is the name of the method. First of all, this is the name of your method, but as I am telling you that you do have a right to choose the name of your own choice here. That means again this method name is an identifier. Very important thing to notice children, Java program में हमें जो भी काम कराना है वो हम हमेशा मेथड की बॉडी में लिखेंगे, और मेथड की बॉडी हमेशा क्लास की बॉडी में रहेगी. सो यू माइट हैव सीन इन दिस प्रोग्राम, if I want to print any statement, I have written it inside the body of method, and method is written inside the body of class. Then after this we have this body of method which is written in the orange background, क्योंकि display is the name of the method और उसके डिस्प्ले के बाद ओपनिंग ब्रेस और क्लोजिंग ब्रेस के बीच में जो भी लिखा हुआ है, that completely makes the body of method display here. So we may call this part as the methods body. And you might have seen one thing, जब हमने class और class name लिखा था and then we have used a opening brace. ये जो class का opening brace है, this is closing at the end. Very important point to understand. क्लास का ओपनिंग ब्रेस हमेशा प्रोग्राम के एंड में ही क्लोज होता है। जो क्लास का ओपनिंग ब्रेस है वो प्रोग्राम जब एंड होगा तभी क्लोज होगा। सो दिस कंप्लीट पार्ट जो क्लास की ओपनिंग से लेकर एंडिंग तक लिखा हुआ है, दैट कंप्लीट मेक्स द बॉडी ऑफ क्लास। दैट मीन्स पिंक बैकग्राउंड में जो भी लिखा हुआ है इंक्लूडिंग योर मेथड्स बॉडी, इट मेक्स द body of class. I hope these some of the tokens and some of the concepts might be clear to you. As we will discuss some more tokens in the next part, I'll tell you their usage in the Java program also. Go through these particular concepts till then, and in any case of any doubts you may ask me.